About how to create a pivot table. So in pivot table, we have created a pivot table department wise, student type wise, what is the sum of purchase, service cost, expenses, sales cost and profit loss. Later we converted that sum of profit loss into average, count, percentage and sum of profit and loss also. Now I want to create a formula. First time we are going to create a formula inside a pivot. For example, assume we have something like tax. Let us say something like tax or something like discount. So I want to calculate out of the profit and loss. I want to calculate what is my tax percentage or what is my discount value. Assume we are going to give some discount or we are going to give some tax for it. So let me take tax, maybe 9% of my profit and loss. I want to calculate what is the 9% of my profit and loss. So we are going to write a formula inside a pivot. You can ask me, why can't we write the formula inside this exercise number 17? I can write a formula here. Why do I write a formula in pivot table? So this table is very small. I think we have around 300 rows. Suppose, assume this table is too large. We have lakhs and lakhs of rows and millions of rows and columns. When you add a new column, it may increase your file size and decrease your system speed. Better to create a formula inside a pivot. Virtually, it will create a column without disturbing your file size, without disturbing your system speed. Virtually, it will create a column. How do we create a formula inside a pivot? Go to the tab called as Analyze, Pivot Table Analyze. Go to the tab Pivot Table Analyze. Under that Analyze, Field Items and Sets. Field Items and Sets. There is a field items and sets. Calculated field. Analyze field items and sets. Calculated field. Analyze field items and sets. Calculated field. Or you can use the shortcut key Control Shift plus. Control Shift plus. Or if you are using number pad plus, straight away you can press Control plus. If you are using the plus on the alphabetical pad above equal to, you have to press Control Shift plus. If you are using this plus on the number pad, straight away press Control plus. So Control Shift plus or Control plus is the shortcut key. Or you can go to that field items and sets, calculated field, whichever is easier. So I'll go to this calculated field. And what is the name of that column? It's asking what is the name. Let us say the name of the column is tax, tax value. I will give a name as tax value. And what is the formula? I think formula is 9% into, multiply it with. From now, forget your cell numbers. A1, B1, forget it. From now, it should be your column names. Column names. I want 9% into profit and loss. If you know the spelling, PROFIT space slash space loss, you can type it. Otherwise, double click on this profit and loss. Instead of typing, you can make a double click on the profit and loss so that it comes automatically here rather than typing it. If you want to type, you can type it. But while typing, I may make a mistake also. That's why I make a double click. So it appears automatically on the top. You can see it appears here on the top here. So either double click it or type it, whichever is easier. So I made a double click, then add and OK. Don't straight away click on OK. You have to click add and you have to click on OK. Yes, add and OK. You can notice at the last there is a column created which is showing tax value. Out of the profit and loss, what is the 9% of my profit and loss? So you can create your own formula inside the pivot. I repeat the process. Pivot table analyze, field items and sets, calculated field. And give a name for the field. What is the name? Just give a name. And what's the formula? Maybe I'll say 9%. Multiply it with what? That profit and loss. Either type it manually or double click it. Add and OK. But I'm not going to add because I already added it here. Just I repeated the step. Now I'm closing it. Can I edit it? Suppose unknowingly I have given 9%. I want to make it as some other. I want to edit the formula. or I don't want the formula. Can I delete it? Yes. Same analyze, same field items and sets, calculated field, or use the shortcut key Control Shift plus. Here you can see a small drop down arrow mark. A drop down is appearing here. Click on the drop down where you can see your formula is displayed. There you can see the formula. Select that formula name. Same formula is displayed. Either you can go here and modify the value, or if you don't want, you can delete the value also. You can modify it, or even you can delete it. Okay. So, pivot table has so many advantages like this. But we have one limitation in pivot table. You cannot change the data inside a pivot. For example, I'll go to the pivot and I'm trying to change the data here. Unfortunately, if I'm trying to change the data, it is throwing an error. We can't change the part of the pivot. So we cannot change it. If you want to change it, could you tell me where can I change it? Source table. Best. Very good. So let me check this. For example, sports regular, it is 35,781. Let me go to the master table. I don't know where is the data available. Could you tell me how can I filter a table? How do we filter a table normally? Very good. Data. Go to data and click on filter, or as we are told, Control Shift L is the shortcut key for applying the filter. Control Shift L. Or go to data and click on filter. Both are same. Either go to data, click on filter. Control Shift L is the shortcut key for applying the filter. So let me select, what is the first one? Sports and regular. Okay. So let me select the department. Department, I am selecting the sports department here. And student type, I filter the regular. I am filtering the regular student type here. So we filtered some data here. And I select the purchase cost just for checking. I selected the purchase cost. What is my total here? You can see on the bottom, the total is 34,781. Correct. When I go to the pivot table, 34,781. It is matching perfectly. But let me change the data here. For example, assume that instead of this first one, 551, I change it to 600 here. Changing my source table 600. Now I will go to the pivot table and I check whether it was updated in pivot table, but it's not updated. It's retaining the same value, 34,781. It should have been updated here. It's not updating. So what has to be done? Refresh your pivot table. Very good. Right click on the pivot table. Right click on the pivot table and go for refresh. Just click on the refresh here. Yes. Now you can notice the value has been changed. So whenever you modify your source table, your pivot table has to be refreshed. What if I don't remember to refresh? I forget to refresh. Will my pivot table will get refreshed automatically? No. But we can make it to refresh automatically. Right click on the pivot. Whenever you make some changes in the source, pivot table has to be updated. But if you forgot to update, right click on the pivot. Pivot table option, right click on the pivot and go to pivot table options. Under pivot table option, data. Go to the data. Below the data, you can see there is an option, refresh data when opening the file. That option has to be selected. If that option is selected, your pivot table will get refreshed automatically whenever you open a file. Whenever you open the file, not immediately, whenever you open the file. Whenever you open the file, the pivot table will get refreshed. Yes. Right click on the pivot table and go to pivot table options. Last but one. From the last to the second one. Right click on the pivot. Go to pivot table options. A dialog box is opening where I can see data. There is a tab called as data. Below the data, refresh data when opening the file. Now pivot table will get refreshed automatically even if you forget to refresh. Okay. Right. Now, I need a solution from your side. Before getting the solution, could you tell me how can I clear the filter? I have applied a filter. I have filtered the department. I filtered the student type. I want to clear the filter. I don't want to remove the filter. I want to clear the filter. There is a difference between clearing and removing. What you said is Control Shift L will remove the filter. I want the filter should be there, but I want the data back again, clearing the filter. Control Shift L, what you said is correct. That will remove the filter. Half rate. That's an older one. Alt AC, because data means A, not D. Alt AC will be the shortcut key for clearing a filter. If you want your data back again without disturbing the filter, filter should be there, but my data should be cleared. Then we can go for Alt AC. Don't use Alt or Control Shift L. Alt AC. Before that, your table has to be filtered. Otherwise, you cannot clear it. Correct? Alt AC. Now we got back the data. Remove the filter, what you said is correct. To remove the filter, what is the shortcut key? Control Shift L. Control Shift L. Right. Now the next solution, as I told, I want it from your side. Maybe assume now we are getting a new department here. So I am going to add a fresh new department. Fresh new department. Assume that we are starting a new department. Let me take some dummy, maybe I will say something like medical. And I will add something like regular. And I add some data here. I am adding some dummy values here. Just to check. Lab equipments. Academic. Services. So let me add some value. I am adding some dummy value here. Just for a reference, I am adding some dummy values to check. So I added some values here. Maybe. Okay. Just I am adding a value. We are adding some new value here at the last. I am going to the last and I am adding some new value. A fresh new value. Could you tell me, after adding this new value, can you tell me whether my pivot table will get updated or not? Refresh. Can I refresh it? Right click and refresh. But still it's not updated. You have to select the range. That means what you are saying is you have to go to analyze, change data source. We have to increase the rows, right? As of now, it has selected only till 300. You are saying we have to add this row here. Instead of 300, you have to select this 301 also. Correct? But every day I am adding some new data. Is it required every day I have to come here and I have to add it? It's very complicated. And this pivot table I have created 10, this table I have created 10 pivot tables. Every 10 pivot tables I have to go there and change the data source. Is that so? Is there any simplest and easiest option available? Yes, one is what you said is correct. I'm not disagreeing. It's correct, but it will take more time. We have to add the data manually. We have to extend it manually. But I want my pivot table to be updated automatically. So what we do is, so unfortunately, when I add a new data, my pivot table will not get updated. So let me delete this now. I selected it and I deleted it because it's not updating. So what we are going to do is this table, it's a normal simple Excel table. One feature, I want everyone from today to start using this feature. This feature I want everyone to use it from today. The most important feature. Convert this table. This is a normal Excel table. Convert this normal Excel table into an. We are going to convert this normal Excel table into an official Excel dynamic table. We are going to convert the table into an official Excel dynamic table. How can I convert a table into an official Excel dynamic table? Normally, Microsoft is giving a shortcut key for a feature. That means it's a very important feature, correct? All the important features, they will give you the shortcut key. If Microsoft is giving 2 shortcut key, then it means it's a very, very important feature. So this feature, they are given 2 shortcut key. One is Control T, table, or Control L, whichever is easier, whichever is convenient. I think both are easier, both are convenient. You can do any one of it. Either you can press Control T or you can press Control L, whichever is easier. Before that, your table, no merged cells in between. Table should have a heading. Heading should be unique. We already checked that. So let me go to my table and place the cursor on the table. This exercise number 17. We are going to convert this table into an official Excel dynamic table. Control T or Control L. Just press that Control T or Control L. It's asking, where is the data of our table? Data of the table is automatically selected. If it is not selected, please select it now. I think it's already selected. Now let us say OK here. I said OK. This table was converted into an official Excel dynamic table. What is the advantage and what is the purpose? I think minimum we have 10 advantages. I will explain one by one. First advantage, you can see my heading. You can see the contextual tab is appearing on the top. Table design. There is a contextual tab. Second advantage, you can see the color, background and formatting is automatically updated. Third advantage, filter is also automatically updated. So auto filtering, auto formatting, 2 things has happened here. One is it automatically applies the filter, it automatically applies the formatting. Third advantage, in a normal table, suppose I will go to the normal table. When I scroll down to the normal table, unfortunately, my heading is not displayed here. Normally, to display the heading on the top, I want this heading should be displayed on the top. What we do normally? Freeze the pane. Very good. But here, just watch here. I place the cursor on the table. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I is my Excel heading. Just watch here. And I'm going to scroll down. Scroll down here. Instead of A, B, C, D, your table heading has become Excel heading. Even normal freezing also this will not happen. Auto freezed. Even you can see filter is also freezed. Filter is traveling along with your table. This is manually impossible, correct? You cannot do this without a dynamic table. Normal table you cannot do this. Auto filtering, auto freezing, auto filter freezing. It has automatically filtered the freezing. Filter is traveling along with your table also. Correct? One shortcut key. It has changed 3 advantages. We'll see further more advantages also. Auto freezing, auto filtering, auto formatting. Let us come to the purpose for what we converted this into a dynamic table. The reason why we converted into dynamic table is I'm going to add a new record. I want to add a new record. So let me add a new record at the last. After converting a dynamic table. After converting the dynamic table, now I am adding a new record. You can see the color, background, formatting, border, everything is automatically updated. The color is updated, the border is updated, formatting is updated. On the top, you can see the heading is freezed. Everything is happening automatically here. I'm adding a new data here. I'm adding a new data. Let me add a new data. At the last, we are adding a new data. Yes. So let me check what will happen after adding a new data here. So I added a new data at the last. Yes. After converting this table into a dynamic table, we have added a new data. Now let me go to this pivot and let me refresh this and check what's happening. Right click and refresh. I forgot it. We have a shortcut key for refreshing also. Right click and refresh, or else we can use the shortcut key Alt F5. Alt F5 is the shortcut key for refreshing your pivot. Right click and refresh, or you can use the shortcut key Alt F5 for refreshing your pivot. Right click and refresh. Yes. Now you can see the newly added data is also updated. The added data is also updated into this pivot. Auto refresh, auto update. So auto freezing, auto formatting, auto filter freeze, auto update. We'll see further more advantages on this dynamic table. These are all the oldest feature available in Microsoft Excel. This is available 25 years before. Unfortunately, we are not using it. Okay, we'll see further more advantages of this dynamic table. Let us come back to that sheet number 17. Now, I don't like this color and formatting. Can I change this color? Of course, you can change it. Go to the table design. Under the table design, you can see the table styles. On table styles, quick styles, you can see some colors and formattings. Whatever the colors you want, you can change your colors and formattings here. Any colors and formatting. You can change the colors and formatting as per your wish. Okay. Then, sorry. Wanted file, I will close this. Right, we'll see furthermore other advantages of using this dynamic table. Sorry, I have closed that file, I'll open the file again. Yes, auto filtering, auto freezing, auto formatting, auto updation. For example, now let me go to the last. I want to find out the grand total of this column. How do we find the grand total? Normally to find the grand total, we'll use the formula sum average. But here, go to the tab called as table design. Go to the tab table design. Under the table design, total row. Total row. There is a checkbox called as total row. Either go to the table design and select the total row, or you can use the shortcut key Control Shift T. Either go to the table design and select the total row, or use the shortcut key Control Shift T, whichever is easier. Both are easier. I recommend shortcut key Control Shift T. So let me press that Control Shift T. You can notice what has happened here is automatically a new row was inserted at the last, and automatically you are getting the total of it. Correct? But you can ask me what is the purpose of this. Even if I put the auto sum, if I put the sum also, I will get the same total. What is the advantage and purpose? First advantage. Suppose I am going to filter my table. So let me filter a particular department. I'll go to the filter and I select the department and I say OK. It automatically gives me that department's total here. Subtotal. So whatever you filter, you can filter anything. I can filter anything here. So whatever you filter, it automatically gives me the filter of that total of that filtered record, grand total and subtotal also. Automatic grand total, automatic subtotal. We'll see furthermore other advantages of this dynamic table. Still it's not over. We'll see more advantages on this dynamic table. After finishing the advantage, next we'll see how to convert it back to a normal table. From today, not even from today, from now, and convert all your table into a dynamic table. It's working very faster, very efficient. After this training, I recommend whatever the topic you are using or you are not going to using, never mind, I want dynamic table to be used after this training session. If you want to go to the next level, start using the dynamic table. Right. Now, auto grand total, auto subtotal. What is the other advantage? How can I clear the filter? Alt SC. Very good. Now, what is the other advantage of this grand total? I don't want the total here. Can I get the average? Can I get the maximum? Can I get the minimum? Yes. Click on this cell where it is displaying the total. Click on the cell. There is an arrow mark appearing. You can change your formulas. What is the formula you want? Whether you want a sum or whether you want an average or whether you want a maximum, minimum. Suppose I want average here. For profit and loss, I want average. For sales, I want the sum. Go here and change your formula. Sum. For additional expense, can I get a count? Go there and make it as count. Any formulas, you can go there and simply select it. No need for writing any formulas, but at a time you can get only one formula. Auto grand total, auto subtotal, automatically changing your formulas. Okay. If you don't want the grand total, you can press that Control Shift T again, and you can get back it by pressing Control Shift T again. Okay. Next, we'll see a magical feature. Suppose we want to add a formula inside a pivot. Inside this dynamic table. For example, I want to know this purchase cost plus the service cost, what is my total? This plus this. Normally, to write a formula, could you tell me where we write the formula normally when you are writing a formula in any Excel or anything? Plus, minus, divide, VLOOKUP, if, det, if, any formula, where do we write it normally is, we have to go to the topmost cell, correct? We have to go to the very first cell on the top, then write the formula, then we have to copy the formula. That's what we did. Even today morning, det, div, lookup, everything we did it first cell, then copy it. But here, since it's a dynamic table, you can write the formula anywhere as you wish. I'll go to somewhere else, middle here. Somewhere else in the middle of my table. Equal to, select this purchase cost, plus select this next one, service cost. Now you can see it showing the column name. Just watch here. We are not going to do anything. We are just going to press enter. We are going to press enter here. That's all. Your formula is automatically copied. So no need to copy your formula also. Don't copy the formula. Your formula is automatically copied. Auto copy. Auto filter, auto freeze, auto filter freeze, auto update, automatic grand total, automatic subtotal, automatically changing the formulas, automatically copying your formula. As of now, we have seen 8 advantages. We'll see furthermore. Write a formula. Any formula as you wish. Plus, minus, divide. Write some formula. Equal to, I am just adding this 2 column. This column plus this column. That's all. Add, minus, divide, subtract, whatever you want to do. Just I am writing a purchase cost plus service cost. Enter it. Just to press enter. Your formula will get copied automatically. Any formula. I am just giving a sample. Like this, write any formula. Your formula will get copied automatically. Okay. We'll see another two advantages. Then we'll see how to make this table into a normal table. First, we'll see the advantages of this dynamic. Any problems, sir? Any problem in Excel or some other problem? Wait, filter it and it will show you subtotal automatically. If you filter some data, you will get the subtotal. Huh? Go to design. Filter something. Type a product, filter something there. Select it. That you have to select it, sir. Only one column it will show. Other column you have to select it. Okay. Now, another very powerful feature. Based on this only, we are going to make a dashboard in another few minutes. Go to the top, place the cursor somewhere else on the top of the table, anywhere else. It's not required you have to place it at the 10th row, 11th row, 12th, anywhere else on the top of the table. I want to present this report in a meeting like this, and someone is asking, show me a particular department data. So what we do normally is go to the filter, remove the select all and select the particular department and I say okay. That's what we do normally. Instead, place the cursor on the table, anywhere else on the table, go to the tab called as table design. Go to the tab called as table design. Under the tab of table design, you can notice there is an option available, insert slicer. Go to the table design, below the table design, insert slicer. Go to table design and click on that insert slicer. I'll come. Wait, I will finish it up and I'll come. Go to the table design, insert slicer, and it's asking for what you want the slicer. Maybe I want the slicer for the column called as department. Let me select the department and I say okay, or you can select the student type, product, purpose, category, anything as per your wish. I selected the department and I say okay. A slicer is inserted. Bring the slicer, don't place the slicer on the table, place it outside the table. Now it's very simple. Someone is asking, I want to see only the arts department. Click on arts. It will show you only the art department here. Click on medical. It shows the medical department. Science, sports, whatever you select, based on that your table is automatically slicing out. It automatically filters here. With the process. Place the cursor on this dynamic table. This will happen only in dynamic. Normal table you cannot do this. Table design. Insert slicer. I selected the department and I say okay. Interactively you can present it. Bring the slicer outside the table. Now you can select it whatever you want. So select the department. Based on the department your table will get sliced out. Got it? Yesterday you didn't download this file properly. Sorry, table design. Insert slide. Yesterday while downloading, you should have asked for enable content. You didn't unknowingly. While downloaded and open it, it will ask for enable. Unknowingly, you would have closed it. Could you tell me how can I select two departments at a time? I want to select two departments at a time. How do we select two departments at a time? Control key. Normally you will press control key, but there is a button available here, multi-select. And there is one more button for clearing the filter. For example, I selected science. Now I want the entire table back. You can click on this clear filter. Or I want two departments to be selected at a time. So then you switch on this multi-select, so that you can select multiple departments at a time. So I want sports, I already selected. Now I want arts, I select this. Both the departments are selected now. So if you want to select multiple departments, select this multi-select. Or if you don't want, you can switch off that also. Place the cursor on this table again. I'll go to the design again. Insert slicer again. For example, I want to create a slicer for some other, maybe for a product, purpose, category, student type, anything as per your wish. For example, let me select the category. I selected category and I said OK. You can see category wise there is one more slicer. So you can have multiple slicer like this also. Suppose I select the arts department, and which category you want, you can select the particular category also. For example, science, we have book, equipment, uniform, I will select books. It will show only the books here. So very easily, interactively, you can present your data. To present your data interactively, you can use the slicer. Afternoon, we are going to use the slicer to make a dashboard. We'll see the final advantage of the slicer, then we'll see how, dynamic table, then we'll see how to make this table as a normal table also. Okay. Now, selection of this table is also very easy. You have a name for this table. How we give a name for this file? How we give a name for a sheet? You can give a name for this table also. Go to the table design and you can see table 1. The name of the table is table 1. If you want to maintain the same name, you can do that, or you can rename it also. But while renaming, try to have a meaningful name without space, without special character. No space and no special characters. For example, this is having department wise P&L. So let me give a name, DEPT, department P&L. I'm saying department P&L. Is my naming convention correct? I given the name correctly? No space, no special characters. Ampersand is a special character, so you cannot do that. If I press enter, it is throwing an error. Start with the letter or underscore. No space and characters are allowed in between. So, let me give some other name. I go here, maybe DEPT, just I'll put PL. Ampersand is not, underscore is allowed. Underscore is allowed, ampersand is not allowed. Enter. So, department PL is the name of that table. You can ask me what is the purpose, what is the usage of naming. Very simple. Let me go to some other sheet. Now I want to select the department P&L sheet. I don't know where is that sheet. In which file, in which location it's available. I don't know that. No problem. Go to this name box. You can see this name box. Click on this name box. Arrow mark. Click on the arrow mark of the name box. Your table name is displayed there. Click it. Your table name or your table will get selected. You can select your table very easily. You can, from anywhere you can come to this table. Anywhere you can select your table also. Selection of the table is also very easier. Okay. Auto select, auto copy, auto format, auto update, auto filter, auto freeze, slicer. So many advantages are available, but still, if you don't want this dynamic table, if you want to convert it as a normal table, I don't recommend it. I recommend to have a dynamic table always. But if you don't want this, if you want to make this table as a normal table, yes. How can I convert it as a normal table? Remember, nothing will happen to your data. Your data will be preserved. Nothing will happen to the color formatting. Color formatting will be preserved. All the other things will go off. Slicer will go off, filter will go off, freezing will go off, auto update, everything will go off. It will become a normal table. How can I make it as a normal table? Table design. Go to the table design. Convert to range. Convert to range. Or second method. Right click on the table. Table. Right click on the table. Table. Convert to range. Right click on the table. Table. Convert to range. Or go to the table design. Convert to range. Two methods. You can use any one of these two methods. Both are same. Any one of these two methods. Right click, table, convert to range, or table design, convert to range. Let me click on this convert to range. It's asking, it is asking for your confirmation. Do you want to convert the table into a normal range? If you confirm it as yes, it will be converted as a normal table. No freezing, no filtering, no updation, no slicer. It will become a normal table. Let me try that. Okay. Yes. Slicer has gone. Freezing, filtering, updation. Only the data is preserved. Color background formatting is preserved. All the other things goes off. Tell me, how can I make this as a dynamic table again? Control T or Control L. What happens if you forgot the shortcut key? Another three methods are available. Go to Insert. Under Insert, you can see Table. Second method. Third method. Home tab. Format as a table. Third method. Fourth method. Today we did it. Control Q. Table. Table. The first one. Control Q. Table. Table. Home tab. Format as a table. Insert. Table. Control Q. Table. Control T. Control L. They are given 5 or 6 options. So from today, try to convert all your table into a dynamic table. Okay? Clear? After a long time, exercise number 18. We have a transaction ID, location, academic level, processed by, transaction date, fees description, mode of payment, amount. First, we will convert this table into a dynamic table. So from now, whenever you insert any pivot table, I recommend to make your table as a dynamic. So let us convert it as a dynamic table. What is the shortcut key? Control T or Control L. We'll convert this table into a dynamic table. Say OK. So I'm converting this table into a dynamic table and I said OK. As usual, we'll give some meaningful name for it. You can give some meaningful name for this table. I think these are all having the transaction detail. So let me give a name as trans, or you can give any name. Fees. We are getting the fees here. I'll say the fees here. Some name for my understanding. So we are given some name. Right. Now, After a long time, you are going to do a task here. Create a pivot table. Same sheet or new sheet is your wish. You can create a report on a new sheet or you can create a report on a same sheet. But what is the report I want or what is the report we are going to create is. Yes, I will show you what is the report. Yeah, this is the report I want you to create. Create a pivot location wise, each location wise. Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, under the location wise, academic wise, BTech, MBA, PhD. What is the sum of amount, count of amount, average of amount, percentage of amount? So create last session only did it department wise and student type wise. Same like location wise, academic wise. What is the sum, average, count, percentage of order amount? It's not required first sum, second count. You can get the count first, average next, percentage third. That's your wish. But I want all the three columns. Yes, madam. Yeah, I'm coming. Finish the question. Sum, count, average, percent. Change the column headings. All the four columns. Sum, count, average, percentage. Set up pivots. The last one. Sum, average, count, percentage. Place the cursor and press Control key. You don't need to select it. Then the heading percentage. Education wise, academic wise, sum, count, average, percentage. And total. Take the difference. Sum, average, count. Wait. Okay. How to do this? Place the cursor on the table. Insert, pivot, insert, pivot. New sheet, existing sheet is your wish. Either you can insert it on a new sheet or you can insert it on the existing sheet. New sheet means you can select the new. Existing sheet means you have to select which location. I recommend for everything don't create a new sheet. It may increases your file size. Better I will put it into the same sheet somewhere else here. Any location. Or you can create it on a new sheet also. That's your wish. Okay. Now, the first one they asked for is location wise. Drag the location into rows. So we have the location. Then the next one is academic level into rows. Location wise, academic level wise. Amount. Bring the amount to sigma. It is saying sum. Could you tell me how can I convert this sum into count or average? Right click. Summarize value by count. So we got the count here. Second, drag the amount again to the sigma. Right click. Summarize value by average. So we got the count, we got the average. Again, I drag the amount. So we got count, we got average, we got sum. Third time, I drag it again. Could you tell me how can I convert that sum into percentage? Right click. Then show value as percentage of grand total. Heading has to be changed manually because percentage the heading will not change. So go here and change the heading percentage. Yes. Each location wise, each academic level wise, what is the count, what is the average, what is the sum, and what is the percentage. Can you tell me how can I get this location and this academic level in a different column? Both are coming in the same column. How can I bring this in different column? Last session we did it. Department in a separate column, student type in a different column. Very good. Go to design. Then report layout. Very good. Then show in tabular form. Superb. Now you can see location is coming in a different column. At academic level is coming in a different column. Design, report layout, show in tabular form. Now, same report. We have created this report, sum of average, count, percentage of amount. Same report. I want you to create a calculated column. Create a calculated column. That column name is concession, fees concession. 3% of my amount, 3% into amount. Last session we did it. Tax value, 9% into profit and loss. We have created a column in a pivot table. After the lunch break, the first chapter, what we have seen is this. Create a calculated field. There is a shortcut key available for this also. Shortcut key is also available for this. 3% into amount. 3% into amount. Calculated field. The question itself answer is available. Change the heading, sir. Please. Change it for 3% into what of amount? Okay. Sheet or existing sheet, your wish. Slide. So I cannot give you the score. Yes. We're almost there. What is that? 100. Just 10. Half an hour before. Not a new concept. Yes. How can I do this? Place the cursor on the table. Analyze. Field items and sets. Calculate at field. First method. Or the second method, shortcut key is Control Shift plus. What is the name of that formula? I think the formula is fee concession. And what is the formula? 3% into what? Amount. Either type that amount or double click it. Either type that amount or double click it. That's all. It's very simple. Or if you know the spelling, type it. AMOUNT. I think better to double click it. We did this half an hour before. Add. Okay. Yes. So we got the, what is the fee concession here? 3% of overall amount. We got 3%. We are going to see another very powerful feature. Come to the same exercise number 18. Please come to the exercise number 18. We are going to create another very important report. Maybe let me take the date, transaction date. I'm repeatedly saying, if you have any questions, queries, stop me, ask me. There itself I can repeat it any number of times. Transaction date wise, what is the sum of amount? Each date wise, what is the sum of amount? Date wise, what is the sum of amount? We are going to create a report. Place the cursor on the table. Place the cursor on the table. Insert again. Pivot table. New sheet or existing sheet, your wish. Either you can insert it in a new sheet or you can insert it in the existing sheet, your wish. So insert, pivot. Let me put it in existing sheet. Maybe some location here, some location. I am selecting some location. Okay. Now tell me, I want date wise, what is the sum of amount? Date wise, what is the sum of amount? Tell me, where can I put the date and where can I put the amount here? I have date wise and I have the amount. Which has to be dragged where? Transaction date should be row wise. Very good. Amount should be in value wise. Very good. But this is the power of using the latest version of Microsoft Excel. When I drag this transaction date to the rows, you can see it has automatically created some grouping. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Year wise, it has automatically grouped it. I will see furthermore. Let me bring the amount to values. Transaction date into rows, amount into values. So you are getting year wise here, 2022, 23, 24, 25. But on the left hand side of 2022, you can see a small arrow mark is appearing. You expand that arrow mark, you will get quarter wise report. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. You expand that quarter 1, you will get it by month. If I expand the month, you will get it by day wise also. So one report you can see everything, year, quarter, month and day. If you have hours and minutes also, you will get it by hours and minutes. But unfortunately, in this table, we don't have hours and minutes. But I am not satisfied with this. I am not convinced with this. Because every year I cannot go here, expand year 2022 and expand 2023, expand 2024. It takes more time for me. I have 4 years, okay. Suppose I have 10 years. Every 10 years I cannot go here, expand it. I want to see a better report. So, this date year, date available. Right click on this date. Right click on this date. Anywhere else, right click. Right click on the date. Group. There is an option available called as group. Right click on it and go for group. Now it's asking, how do you want to group this? Seconds, minutes, hours, months, quarters, years. Let us make it as, suppose I don't want the quarter is as per the not as per the academic or it's as per the calendar quarter. January, February will be quarter 1. March, April, May, June will be quarter 2. So I don't want the quarters. So let us remove the quarters. Year and months. I want only yearly and monthly report. Okay. Yes. You will get a report every year, every month. 2022, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Same thing 2023, 2024, 2025. But still I am not convinced with this. We'll see a better report. So right click, group, and we selected year and months. Could you tell me how can I get this year and month in a separate columns? I want year in a separate column, month in a separate column. Design, report layout, show in tabular form. Superb. So now I am getting years in a separate column, month in a separate column. Design, report layout, show in tabular form. I think we did it at least thrice or 4 times from the afternoon. But when I present it, this report, I am presenting in a webinar, seminar, meeting or somewhere else here. My audience will not like to see a very big report like this. So I want to see a better report, comparison report. To make a comparison report, either take this years or month, anyone, either years or months, drag and drop it to the columns, either one of this. But could you tell me which one is better? Either I can drag the years or I can drag the month. Which looks good better? Years. Why can't we drag the month? Yes, very good. Years having the lesser value, month is having more value. So whenever we have more values, that should be in rows. Lesser value should be in columns. I think we have only 4 years. Months are 12. So better month can be in rows. Years can be in columns. So let us drag this years. You can see the years. This year. If you want to make it as a comparison report, drag the year and bring it to columns. Drag the year and bring it to columns. Yes. Now I can see a better report. Every year compared to the last year, this year, how was my data? Compared to 2022, 2023, 23, 24, 24, 25. So we can create a comparison report like this. Compared to last year, how was compared to January 2022, how was my January 2023? Compared to 22, 23 has improved. Compared to 23, 24 has gone down. Compared to 24, 25 we have increased. We can see the trend. We can compare the reports. Okay. So if you want to make a comparison report, drag it and drop it to the columns. Told pivot is very, very, very easy to use and easy to forget also, because one step it will do so many things. You have to practice it. Next we will see how to present the report, how to send the report, how to make a dashboard. Before that, this yearly monthly report available here. From yesterday you did many tasks. Out of this many tasks, next one is the easiest of all. Out of all, next one is the easiest and simplest. I want you to convert this yearly monthly report into a weekly report like this. Convert that yearly monthly report into a weekly report. If you know how many days are there in a week, you can do it. If you know how many days are there in a week, you can do this weekly report. Very simple. Know how many days are there in a week, you can do this. Year wise should be in columns. What do you convert the symbol? Now change it to weekly. Put into column instead of rows, put it into column. This into rows. How can I make a yearly, monthly report into a weekly report? Right click on this date. Anywhere else on the date, right click, then group. Now it's asking, how do you want to group it? We have seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, quarters, years. Unfortunately, nothing called as weekly. So what we have to do now? Remove the years, remove the months, select the days. How many days per week is? 7 days. Make it as 7. That's all. Okay. But unfortunately in my system this weekly is going on column wise. Okay. But I want to bring it by row wise. So drag this days and bring it to rows. So we got a weekly report here. Every week, what is my total? Right click, group, select the days and make it as 7. Now, this weekly report, assume I want to present this weekly report by location wise. We have some location. Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, we have some location. Someone is asking, I want to see this weekly report for every location. Show me the weekly report for every location. Or you want to send this weekly report to location. Send it. First, let us see how to present it. Then we'll see how to send it. Place the cursor on the table. Place the cursor on the table. Analyze. Place the cursor on the table. Analyze. This we did it in the last session also. Analyze. Insert slicer. Analyze. Insert slicer. Click on insert slicer. For example, I want the slicer for location. So let me select that location slicer. Location. That's it. Say OK. Yes. We have a slicer for location. Suppose I want to see this weekly report for Andhra Pradesh. I click on Andhra Pradesh. So we got a weekly report for Andhra Pradesh. Haryana. We got a weekly report for Haryana. Tamil Nadu. Weekly report of Tamil Nadu. Uttar Pradesh. Weekly report for Uttar Pradesh. So based on whatever you select, it's showing that weekly report. So place the cursor on this table. Analyze. Insert slicer. For what you want the slicer? I want the slicer for location. Okay. Sorry. A slicer is inserted. Now you can select it. Andhra Pradesh weekly report, Haryana weekly report, Tamil Nadu weekly report, Uttar Pradesh weekly report. Simple. Next we'll see how to present this, send it. Done. Now this weekly report is fine. I can present it like this. But assume that I am preparing the report. I want to send this weekly report to all the locations. Andhra Pradesh, I want to send this report. Haryana, I want to send this report. Tamil Nadu, I want to send this report. Uttar Pradesh, I want to send the report. But I don't want to send all the reports, entire report to all the locations. Andhra Pradesh, I want to send only the details of Andhra Pradesh. Haryana, I want to send only the details of Haryana. Tamil Nadu, I want to see only the details of Tamil Nadu. Uttar Pradesh, I want to send only the details of Uttar Pradesh. Suppose I have 120 locations like this. 20 times I cannot create a report. We'll do it by two simple steps. Just watch here. Manually, I can say it's impossible to create a report like this. One click, I want to create multiple report. Each location wise, I want a different report. So, first step number one. This location is available here. Drag the location and bring it to the filter area. Drag the location and bring this to the filter area. Location. Drag this location and bring it to the filter area. Step number one. Step number two. Before going to the step number 2, check whether location is all, whether all is available under location. If all is not available, make it as all. How can I make it as all? Go to that filter, under filter, all. You have to make it as all. If already all is available, okay. If all is not there, make it as all. Before going to the second step, first step, drag that location and bring it to filter. Before going to the second step, check whether all is available here. Yes, all is available here. Second step, analyze. Go to the pivot table, analyze. Options. If you are not able to see this option, that means your screen size is very small. In that case, go to the arrow mark of the option. There is an arrow mark on the pivot table. There is a pivot table. Click the pivot table. Now you will get that option. Correct? If you are straight away able to see the option, there is an arrow mark on the option. Click on the arrow mark. If you are not able to see the option, that means your screen is very small. Go to pivot table, arrow mark of the option. Just click on the arrow mark of the option. So go to the arrow mark of the option. Show report filter pages. Show report filter pages. Go to analyze. Go to the arrow mark and show report filter pages. Click on that show report filter pages. It's asking show the report filter. Do you want to show the report filter pages of location? Location wise, do you want to create a report? Yes. Just you have to tell me what is going to happen here. After clicking on OK, something will happen. You have to tell me what will happen. What has happened? I said OK. Yes. Very good. 4 sheet was created. You can see on the bottom. Andhra Pradesh, there is a separate sheet where we can see only the details of Andhra Pradesh is available here. Go to the next sheet, Haryana. You can see only the report of Haryana is available. Go to the next sheet. Only the report of Tamil Nadu is available. Only the report of Uttar Pradesh is available. One click, we have created 4 reports. As I told, literally this is impossible to create a report like this. 4 reports, okay, suppose I have 40 reports, 100 reports. So one click, you can create any number of reports like this. I repeat the steps again, the final step. First one, drag this location and bring it to the filter area. Step number 1. Step number 2, before going to step number 2, check whether all is selected. Then go to analyze, options, show report filter pages. Click on show report filter pages and simply say OK. That's all. 4 sheets would have been created because we have 4 locations. If you have 10 locations, it would have created 10 reports. One click, multiple reports. And your original report is available in the same sheet itself. Already I have created the original report. It's already available in the same sheet. Okay. I hope we used all the things. We used the rows, we used the sigma, we used the column, we used the filter also. Final one, we used the filter. Next we will see about top 10 and aging analysis and dashboards. Come to the sheet number 19. We will make a dashboard and aging analysis here. First, let us convert this table into a dynamic table as usual. We will convert this table into a dynamic. Place the cursor on this table. Place the cursor on the table. Control T or Control L. Control T or Control L will make this table as a dynamic table. Okay. This table was converted into dynamic table. Give a name for this table, some name. I'll give some meaningful name. I think these are all invoices. So let us give a name called as invoice. Now, what you are going to do here is, you are going to create a report on a new sheet like this. Create a pivot table on a new sheet based on this table, the invoice table which we have created now. Customer wise, yearly, customer wise, yearly, sum of invoice amount. Customer wise, yearly sum of invoice amount. My output should look like this. Each customer wise, each year wise is based on invoice date. Customer wise, year wise, what is the sum of invoice amount? Customer wise, year wise. What area is on one? There is comparison yearly like this. Yearly should be in columns. But you want daily, yearly, like this.
Yes, sir.
Year, year should be like this. Yes, no, yes, no question. Yearly, sir. Sum of invoice. So extra possibly what I have. What is somebody? Right there. Okay. So insert, insert pivot table. Where you want to insert it? New sheet. Let us go to the new sheet itself. Okay. Yearly customer wise. Think which is having more data. I think customer will have more. We have more hundreds of customer will be there. But years are only 5 or 10 years. So which is having more values. Always that more value should be in rows. So I have more customers. So I have it in rows. And invoice date. If you bring the invoice date, Excel will automatically create yearly, monthly. So drag the invoice date to columns. You will get 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It will show you quarter. You can see here year, quarter, month, day. I want only year. I want only year. Right click. Or you can have this report also. Or you can make it as yearly. Group. I select only years. So customer wise, yearly. I want to sum up invoice amount. Sum means where we have to drag sigma. That's a concept. So invoice amount should be in sigma. That's all. We got customer wise. What is the sum of invoice amount? Yearly sum of invoice amount. We are going to use this file one more time. Before that, we'll give some name for this sheet. This sheet, we'll give some name for this sheet. It's sheet number 6 or something. I'll right click and rename it, or double click and I'll give a name for this sheet. So let us give a name for the sheet. Let us say the name is invoice dashboard. Finally, we are going to make this as a dashboard. So we are given a name as dashboard. I have 20 customers. Like this, you may have hundreds of customers, hundreds of employees, hundreds of students. I want to bring who is the top 10, who has scored the top 10 or who have been in top 10. That we'll do it before bringing the top 10. Before getting the top 10 on aging analysis, I want you to try this. This report which I have created, split city wise in a different sheet. City wise, you have to split it in a different sheet. Last session, I have splitted it location wise. Tamil Nadu in a different sheet, Andhra Pradesh in a different sheet. Same like we have some cities: Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune. Everything should be splitted into different sheet. Just 5 minutes before you did this. Just 5 minutes before you did this task. Splitting into different sheets. Different sheet. 2 steps. See, that's now. Not a slide, sir. Okay. Bangalore is a branch in Mumbai. Before you read it. Okay. Tell me how to do this. What is the first step? City has to be dragged and dropped to the filter area. Then, next step, analyze options. Then, show report filter pages. It's asking, do you want to report filter pages of city wise? Yes, of course. Okay. Yes. We got city wise in a different sheets. You can see Bangalore. If you go to Bangalore, you will get a report of Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune. Finally, we'll make a dashboard and we'll convert this into dashboard. Now, come back to that invoice dashboard sheet. Come to this invoice dashboard sheet. Here, we have 20 or 30 customers, but I want to bring only the top 10 customers. Yeah, five. I told you, five positions. Okay, so I want to bring the top 10 or top 5, top 3 customers. So go to the customer column here. Come to that invoice dashboard sheet. Don't go to that Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad. We have splitted it. Now come to the main sheet, invoice dashboard. Here I want to get only the top 5 customers. I don't want all the customers. I want top 5 product, top 5 student. I want only the top 5. Right click on the customer name. Right click on the customer name and go to filter. Right click on the customer name and go to filter. After this, I think you can tell me what is the next step. Top 10. Yes. Right click on the customer name, go to filter, top 10, but I don't want top 10, I want top 5. Yes. It shows only the top 5 who has made the highest product, highest invoice. They are my top 5 customers. For example, you want to select the student who is the top performer, top 5, top 10. Right click, top 5. Now finally the dashboard, aging and dashboard. Aging very important for finance and other people's. Right click on the customer name, go to filter and top 5, top 10, top 5. Now the final one, we are going to make one more report here. One more report. Maybe we will make another chart or another chart. Finally, we will convert it as a dashboard. That's what we are going to do now. I want to create another report here. Next to this table, we are going to create one more report here. Or anywhere, maybe here, wherever you want. Maybe if you are putting it very near, it's easy to see the report. Maybe let me go to the exercise number 19. Based on the same exercise number 19, we are going to create the report in this invoice dashboard here. Maybe let me take the due days. We made some invoices on 26. Due days means we didn't receive the payment. 4 days it's pending. 4 day, 5 day, it's pending. So based on this due days,
Sum of invoice amount. First we will create that report. Due days wise, sum of invoice amount. First we will create the report. Then we will see how to make a aging analysis. Aging. So place the cursor on the table. Insert. Pivot. Existing worksheet. Location. Which location? Go to that invoice dashboard sheet. Go to this invoice dashboard sheet. I place the cursor somewhere else here. Same sheet I am placing the cursor somewhere else here. Or you can place it anywhere wherever you want. After also you can cut and paste and you can move it also. That's not a problem. Place it somewhere else wherever you want it. Say OK. We have placed it somewhere else. Now, due days. Let me bring the due days to rows. This due days I am bringing to rows. 0 day, 4 day, 5 days, 6 days, 7 day, 8 day, 9 days going on. Invoice amount into sigma values. So 0 days, what is a pending? 0 days means actually it's not pending. We have received it. 4 day pending, 5 day pending, 6 day, 7 day, 8 day, 9 day, 10 days. It goes like this. But no one will get interested to see a very big report like this. Correct? I want to make it as a aging. What is aging? How to make this aging? Go to this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anywhere else. Anywhere else on this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right click. Anywhere else on the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right click. Group. Right click. Group. It's asking. When I make a right click on the date and go for group, it is asking whether you want yearly, monthly, quarterly, weekly, or hourly, minutes. But here it is asking what is the starting number, where you want to start from. I don't want to start from 0 because 0 is nothing, pending, no pending. Let me start from 1 day and ending with. Normally aging analysis we will do it by 30, 30, 30. Very good. So that means I will calculate it 30, 30, either 150 or 180. The ending is 180. I'll make it for 180 days, 60 days, 6 months. And gap is by, what is the gap? 30. That's it. Once again I say that manually it's impossible to create a report like this. Say OK. Yes. 1 to 30 days, what is the pending amount? 30 to 60, 60 to 90, 90 to 120, 120 to 150, 150 to 180. So we got the aging analysis. First, we have dragged that due days into rows, invoice amount into sigma. Then right click on that due days, go to group. Starting is 1. That's your wish. Ending is 180. That's also your wish. 50, 50, 30, 30, 10, 10. Let us give a gap by 30 days. Yes. We got an aging analysis. But this less than 1 is not required. Why? Because it's less than 1, it's 0. No pending. I don't want this less than 1. I want to remove this less than 1 from my report. That's very simple. Go to the less than 1 and just press Ctrl minus, or go here and filter. Go to the filter and remove that less than 1 also. Or place the cursor on less than 1, Ctrl minus. That will get removed from my filter. That Ctrl minus, it will get removed. The last step is the dashboard. Before that, assume this report I am presenting it in a meeting, webinar, seminar, or else. My head, my superior, my head, someone is asking. Between 151 to 180 days, there are around 7,46,500 is pending. Can you show me that pending statement? I want to know the pending statement. What are all the invoices pending? Who is my customer? What is the invoice they have made? I want to see the details. Very simple. Just to go to the 7,46,000, double click.
or right click, show details. Right click, show details, or double click. That's very simple. Just go here, double click. Yes, it shows the pending statement here. So that 150 to 180 days, what is my pending statement? So what is the invoice number, invoice date, who is my customer? It shows me the details here. Very simple. Double click. How can I check whether it's right or wrong? Select the invoice date, invoice amount, and see what is my total. 7,46,500. Correct. So they would have created a separate sheet for us, detail 1. If you don't want the sheet, right click and delete that sheet also. You can delete that sheet. Like this, any report. For example, someone is asking, show me the report of 1 to 30 days. Double click on 1 to 30 days. Or someone is asking, for this Gadget Guru, we have made 54,19,000. Can you show me the details? Go there and double click it. So whatever the report they are asking for, just go there and double click it. It will open a separate sheet and it will show you the report. Very simple. The last and final task. Connecting. Let us make some chart. Based on this table, charting is very easy, very simple. Unfortunately, I don't know. We'll find more time to create many charts, but we will create some charts. For this table, top 5 customer yearly report, I want a chart. Place the cursor on the table. Analyze. Pivot table, analyze. Pivot chart. Go to the pivot table, analyze. Pivot chart. Pivot table, analyze. Pivot chart. Click on that pivot chart. You can create any chart, line chart, bar chart, column chart, area, scatter. I think for this I will go with the column chart itself. Column chart. So for this top 5 customer, I have created one chart. That is the column chart. And for this report, I will create another chart. For this, analyze. Pivot chart. Place the cursor on the table. Analyze. Pivot chart. What is the chart you want? Maybe I'll go with the pie chart. So we'll go with the pie chart. So we have created 2 charts, 2 tables. Any chart, your wish, line chart, bar chart, column chart, pie chart. I have created 2 tables, 2 chart. This is the final and important step. Close this pivot table fields. I don't want this pivot table fields now. I am closing this temporarily. I have 2 reports and 2 charts. I want to present this report. Let us take city wise. If I select Hyderabad, I want to see the report for Hyderabad. Chennai, Mumbai, based on the selection, I want to see the report. Place the cursor on any one of the table. Any one of the table. Any one of the table, place the cursor. And please do remember the name of this sheet. This sheet name. This sheet name, please remember the name of the sheet. That sheet name, please do remember it. I think it's easy to remember. We can see it on the screen itself. Analyze. Go to analyze. Insert slicer. Go to the analyze tab. Under analyze tab, insert slicer. Any table, place the cursor. Go to analyze, insert slicer. So let me click on slicer. For what you want the slicer, whether you want a slicer for city, customer, product, category, anything. For example, I will go with city. I'm selecting city. Okay. A city slicer is created. Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Mumbai, Pune. But this is going to be the final link. We have to link this. After inserting a slicer, right click on the slicer. Right click on the slicer. Report connection. Right click on the slicer, report connection. This is what you will be doing when you come to the next level of Power BI and other things.
This is what you will connect multiple tables like this. Report connection or go to the slicer report connection. Either right click report connection or go to the slicer report connection. Slicer report connection or right click report connection. So let me click on report connection. It's asking which report you want to connect. The report available in this invoice dashboard. That's why I asked you to remember the name. Where is that invoice? You have this invoice dashboard. What are all the sheets available? What are all the report available in this invoice dashboard? Ticket 12, 20. Name can be anything 12, 20, 7, 10, 20, whatever the name. Select both the 12 and 20, which is available in this invoice dashboard sheet. Invoice dashboard sheet. So what are all the reports available in this invoice dashboard sheet? Select it. That's all. Okay. Now let us see what is the purpose and what is the advantage of this. Now let me select Bangalore. You can see it shows the top 5 customer for Bangalore, aging analysis for Bangalore, chart for Bangalore, pie chart for Bangalore. One click, all the 4 reports are filtering here. This is how your dashboard should look like. Interactive dashboard. Displaying 4 reports, it's very simple, but it should be interactive like this. When I click on Chennai, all the 4 report is showing for Chennai. When I click on Delhi, all the 4 report is for Delhi. When I select Hyderabad, all the 4 report is for Hyderabad. So based on whatever you select, all the reports are filtering here. If I click on one branch here, all the reports should get filtered. Suppose I have 10 reports, all the 10 reports should get filtered. One click. That's how you have to make your dashboard. This is how the next level of Power BI will work. Interactive. The final step, I am repeating it again. Place the cursor on any one of the table. Analyze. Insert slicer. Maybe I'll select the city name. Okay. And right click on that slicer. Report connection. And what are all the sheets available in this report? Invoice dashboard. Select both this invoice dashboard. Select both invoice dashboard. Okay. That's it. Based on the selection of the city, you can see all the reports are getting filtered. Okay. Place the cursor on the table. Analyze. Insert slicer. For what you want the slicer? Select it. Okay. Right click on the slicer. Report connection. And invoice dashboard. What are all the sheets available on this invoice dashboard? Select it. 12, 20. Both the sheets. Both the sheets has to be connected. If you have 3, select 3. If you have 4, select 4. I have only 2. 12 and 20. That's all. Okay. So based on my selection, all the 4 reports are getting sliced, filtered. Correct? Maybe the last and final task which you are going to do. Normally free hit means I will give you 2 sixers, 2 fours, 2 threes, but this is a last free hit. Who is finishing first will get 3 sixers, 3 fours, 3 3, 3 twos. What are we going to do? 5 minutes only to create that report. First, to make this report as a dynamic one, exercise number 20, Control T or Control L. Place the cursor on the table and press Control T, Control L, and I say OK. We will convert this table into a dynamic table. Control T, Control L, and go to the table design, and we'll give a name for this table. I think these are all the transactions. So let me give a name as trans. or give your own names. Now, the final report which you are going to do, understand that report, then do it. Understand the report, then do it. You have to create two reports now. Two report. Report number 1. First report. Yearly rep-wise. Yearly. I will zoom that later. Yearly rep-wise. Rep-wise every year. What is the sum of total amount? Every year rep-wise what is the sum of total? Report number 1. Report number 2. Product wise what is the sum of yearly sum of total amount? Every product every year sum of total amount. Filter top 10 products. Just now you did it. Top 5 customer. Top 10 products. Finally, slicer. Put a slicer for branch. Branch 1, branch 2, HO. When I click on branch 1, both the report should filter for branch 1. Branch 1 rep wise report. Branch 1 product wise top 10 report. Branch 2 HO. So create two reports and connect two reports. What we did just now. Create two reports and connect both the reports. Yes. This is what you are going to do. Try the last and final report. Question is available on the screen. Answer is also available on the screen. You have to do that. That's all. You cannot zoom it further, sir. If you zoom it further, you cannot see all the report. I already zoomed it. If you zoom it like this, you cannot see the full reports. You cannot see all the report if you zoom that. That's why I didn't zoom that. Maximum zooming is this. You cannot go further. 1 minute, madam. I'm coming. Product wise sum of yearly sum of total amount. Product wise. And top 10 products. Filter the top 10 products. I'm coming just a minute. One by one. You are not getting no worries. I will help you. Total amount. That's to bring the total amount. How to get top 10? Top 10. Like branch 1. You have to make that step wise. Second report, product wise yearly, sum of total amount. Click on branch 1. Almost done. Slicer. Final one. Insert slicer. Nice. Nice. Insert slicer. For what slicer? Branch. Okay. Go to select it. Slicer. Now if you click on branch one, both will get filtered. No. What has to be done? Final step. Last step. How we connect it. City. Say how we have to connect this.
Select branch one. Select the branch one. Only branch. That is slicer. Okay. So let me do it faster. Very good. I thought that it will be slower. Almost everyone has did this. Almost everyone has completed this. So let me create a report. First report. Insert pivot. I'll go to the existing sheet. Place the cursor somewhere else here. Okay. The first report is rep wise. So let us drag the rep into rows. Invoice date into columns. So repo is yearly. total amount into sigma. First report. Repo is yearly sum of invoice amount. First report. So let me create one more report now. Second report. Maybe I want the second report maybe here, somewhere else on the right side. Insert, pivot, existing worksheet. So I will create another report here, somewhere else here. Okay. And we'll go to this insert. First, the second report is product wise, product name wise. I'll put the product name into rows. Invoice date into columns because we have more product and dates are lesser. And once again, the total amount into sigma. And I want top 10 products. How can I get top 10 products? Right click on the product name, filter, top 10. So we have top 10 products. So 2 reports are ready now. So this 2 report I want to filter it. If I select branch 1, it should show me rep wise and product wise for that branch 1. Last step, this is what we did it in the last session. Analyze, insert slicer. For what we want the slicer? Branch. Okay. Let us bring the branch slicer here. Then right click on this, report connection. Right click, report connection, select both the pivot. If you have created 3 pivot, select 3 pivot. 4 pivot, select 4 pivots. Okay. That's it. Select branch 1, both the report will get filtered. Select branch 2, both the report will get filtered. So very easily you can create a report and connect it like this. Please do explore some reports. Finally, I will give a small AI or Copilot tool. I don't know what is the best report for this data. Let me come to the exercise number 9 or any exercise. I don't know how to create a pivot table. If you know it, you can create a report like this. But I don't know how to create a report. So what you do is, place the cursor on the table. Go to the data tab. Under the data tab, there will be a small button available here on the data tools, a small button, analyze data. There is something called as analyze data. So place the cursor on the table, analyze data. So let me click on this analyze data. When I click on analyze data, Excel itself automatically analyze it and it will show you what could be the better report for this data. It will suggest you which could be the better report. So I want the customer wise, product name wise report. Just click it, that report will get inserted straight away. So like this, any report you can create it. Just go to analyze report. It will suggest you what are all the better report available and you can insert the report. But still, I want to create some report, but I don't know how to create a report. For example, city wise, I want to know what is the sum of invoice amount. Maybe a chart, bar chart. So what you do is, what is the report you want? Just go here, ask a question, sum of invoice amount by city. Just I am typing what I want as sum of invoice amount by city as what you want. Whether you want a bar chart, you want a column chart, you want a line chart. Suppose I want a bar chart. Just type it, enter. That's all. It automatically creates a chart for us. City wise sum of invoice amount. Just to click on insert, the chart will get inserted. AI tool. Just go there and just type what you want. What is your expectation? What is the report you want? Just to say that report. Just to type that report. Sum of invoice amount by city as a bar chart. If you are not good enough in typing, I am very bad in typing. So what you do is the final one. Here, instead of typing, place the cursor Windows H, hearing, Windows H. Just press Windows H. Sum of invoice amount by city as a line chart. That's all. We can dictate and you can create a report also. No need for typing also. If you don't know the typing, just go there and just speak what is the report you want. It will create a report for us. Windows H. As I indicated yesterday itself, today is not sufficient to cover all the topics. I think we have covered some of the important topics. We didn't cover two topics. One is that chart, another one is the logical function, which we didn't cover. Please do practice. I think so many has gone to your mind. You have to practice it. If you are not practicing, I am damn sure you will forget the concept. Due to time constraint, we are not able to cover all the topic. I know that 2 days is not sufficient for entire Excel. Even pivot table itself, 2 days is not sufficient. Normally pivot table I will cover for 1 or 2 days, only pivot table. Entire Excel, it's a very big challenge. But with all your cooperation, we have covered almost all the important features with all your cooperation. Without your cooperation, we are not covered. Theory means I can just give a lecture, I can go to the next topic. That's a practical session. That's why it took some time. No problem. I hope you are all better than yesterday morning. Correct? You have learned some concept. Please practice it, implement it, and come with more doubts, questions, and queries. I already shared my email ID, website, mobile number. Please use it as much as possible. Before leaving, you can go for a break, but before that, you can give your score